I could have told you guys that Mr. Beast was capping. I mean, I did tell you guys Mr. Beast was capping, and then all of his cult fan members ended up trying to destroy me in the comments, but I'm not going to turn from that. It's so easy. I'm starting to realize, like, it's actually the easiest age to be a billionaire in today's day and age because people are so gullible. I would have said stupid, but it probably would get this video taken down. People are so gullible. All you have to do is be ahead of the curve. This is what I would do if I was a psychopath billionaire who didn't care about any of my fans and just wanted to get rich and then put myself in a class of people who still don't like me. So I can gain the validation that my peers never gave me when I was in middle school, when I was in high school, when I was in college. So of course I'm not the youngest marketing major in Canada or whatever that other guy's account is who's already kind of done a great job at tearing down the Beast Empire. I'm just a regular dude who sees through the bullshit and is willing to speak on it. So let me tell you, if I was Mr. Beast, if I was Team Mr. Beast, how would I scam kids, parents' credit cards to become a billionaire off YouTube because there's literally no third spaces for these kids to actually exist in and spend their real money to appreciate their real communities. So they'd rather just sit inside the house and rot watching a bunch of pseudo activism so you can gain or develop this sense of love and appreciation for a creator who's lying to you about his humanitarianism to protect his billionaire or going to be billionaire status, rather than ask yourself, why are we asking billionaires, multi-hundred millionaires, to go out of the goodness of their heart to help third world countries, to help less fortunate people that are being actively exploited by the corporations who rule their nations and then actively allowed to be exploited and plundered and abused by the governments who these corporations have also found a way to lobby and start owning from behind the scenes? Why are we hoping Zuckerberg gives this million? Why are we hoping Mr. Beast gives this million? Why are we hoping that Elon Musk gives this million? Knowing they only care about themselves, knowing they amass this much wealth so they can hoard power. It's got nothing to do with money. Money is a poor man's game. This is about power and about maintaining power in a world where power is so hyper-centralized. And Mr. Beast was smart. He doesn't have that every single day degeneracy. Oh, I'm getting drunk on the blah, 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 and doing this and that. And he's able to pull the same Zuckerberg-esque, I'm just an autistic kid who's a really smart nerd and I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I'm doing so much good for the world. And then as he's actively destroying opportunities to actually serve and help people, he's building up his own brand image. So if he does have an incident where something horribly wrong goes on with one of his crew members, with himself, with somebody he's related to, he can always lean on the fact that you trust him for being Santa Claus in real time rather than being who he really is and covering it all up with all of this business success and charitable work. Like, I was going to kind of tiptoe the line here, but I'm never tiptoeing the line again because I've been right way too many times. It's just I'm right way too early. And you guys are just not in a position to receive what I'm telling you, but I just am because these ideas are just crushing my brain every day. But again, if I were Mr. Beast, I know that the traditional media was never going to accept me, right? I know traditional people my age are never going to align with who I am and the ideas I have. So how can I still make hundreds of millions of dollars a year, if not amass the wealth of multi-billions, without selling to people who actually are smart and coherent and can see through this business facade that I'm pulling? Oh, make a bunch of content that gets the kids addicted as long as possible, long enough to spend as much money or tag their parents' credit card into these systems and into these fake businesses. So now I'm basically having kids run me their parents' credit card to put them on annual subscriptions to all of my businesses so I can run a bag up off kids. And then when their parents see, who is that creator you keep giving my money to? The parents see, oh my goodness, what a charitable, amazing human being. We should give more money to them because they're the only billionaire doing it right. And then also, let's just add the quirky autistic kid in there. So he's never going to be called out doing anything wrong. He's just going to be he's just an I like trains autistic kid. It's okay. I'm telling you, man, it's all business for these billionaire people. And it sounds sadistic when it's somebody like me calling it out, because it's just so blatant marketing. It's blatant facade, blatant lies. And if you guys actually care about like helping people and whatnot, then why don't we expose the people who are lying about it so we can actually start funding and investing ourselves and our energy and our time into the places that actually do care for people and actually do fulfill humanitarian needs. They're not just building a billionaire's personal brand. I know I touched on this point like 2 minutes ago, but we're creating a world where we have to hope billionaires have the humanity and empathy within them to care for everyday people. Because we've already decided we're going to sacrifice and sell off all of the systems and government welfare protections that would do that naturally for our people with the taxpayer money that we're forced to pay them, regardless if they're going to spend it on us or not. Because now they're actually spending it on funding somebody else's universal health care and universities and social welfare in another country that has yet to be created. Because you see how fucked up the whole game is? It's all money. And let me add this little 2 cents here too, because this is funny. Rich kids always think that like showing up to mission trips, especially American rich kids, American rich white kids think that showing up to mission trips is just like the most humanitarian thing you could do. As if you don't drive past at least 10 people every single day that are begging for housing, begging for food, literally have no idea who's going to support them. Through the next 5 seconds, you drive right past them. But you scheduled next March, you scheduled next August that you're gonna go to Zimbabwe, you're gonna go to Tanzania, and you're gonna go build a house, and then you're gonna go sing some kumbayas in that same house that's gonna be destroyed 3 months later because nobody is sending any recurring funding to actually support that shit. And it's just, well, we're gonna hope that God protects it. We live in hell. I hope you guys know that now.